Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up & Co. And we are at the final round here of our Manufacturers Cup. This 10-week or 10-round season is coming to an end, and we'll be crowning a champion at the end of this round and the end of today. So we have two fantastic races lined up for you here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, on the 2.9 mile circuit. This is the one without the chicane, which in my opinion is better than the one with the chicane. So, well, we're going to get this one underway then. Can't wait to see how they go around here. This is a fantastic circuit, and we want to get this one underway. So let's check this grid out. Let's take you from the top. So we've got Colonel Curtin sitting there in pole position. He is the current leader of the championship. He is very close to securing that championship, and he could well be crowned the championship by the time we finish today. So we'll keep our eyes open for that. I think the closest rival is PM, who I'm not even sure is actually here tonight. So Colonel Curtains might have it nice and easy, but I've seen stranger things happen. So he is sitting there on pole position, as I say. Then we've got Wadru in second place on the grid. We've got Dan in third. Thank you, Dan, for the replay. Silly Shot in fourth. DJ in fifth. Keyboard Captain in sixth. Bennett in seventh. Brian Moncani in eighth. Nando in ninth. Now, Nando is not normally in this championship, I don't think. So, welcome to Nando. I think he might be just filling in for as a wild card entry. Then we've got Sai in 10th. Unforgiven in 11th. And glad to see that Thunder has returned for this round as well in 12th. Okay, let's get this one underway then, I think. In fact, let me see if I can just take you through the point situation before we do, if I'm going to find them now. Just bear with me. So the point situation going into this one is as follows. Top five as usual. So we have, as we know, Colonel Curtains at the top on 294 points. We've got PM in second, who isn't here tonight. As I said, he's on 238. So it's done. It's pretty much done. It's all about who's going to get in that top three. So we've got Dan in third place at the moment on 236. He's only 2 points behind PM, and with his him not being here, is a dead certain that Dan is probably going to be making that second place his own. Wadru just outside on 210. He's still in it. He can still get there in the top three. And Stormflight in fifth place on 200. So it's all close up there. Stormflight also is not here for this round. Okay, I think we ought to get this one underway then. And let's get it going. Here we go then. Watch those lights. Away we go. Keyboard Captain with a great start. Silly Shot going backwards in that Ferrari. He didn't get a good start at all. Probably quite good off the line is that Ferrari, but not on this occasion. So Colonel Curtains getting right down to the inside, going into turn one down here at Elf. Tightens up through turn 1 and 2 as they all come streaming through around the right-hander at Renault. Away using all the curb on the outside at this point. Then into Repsol for the first time. Colonel Curtains hasn't really got to do anything too stupid here tonight. He's only just got to finish really, so he doesn't really need to push and get embroiled in anything that might stop him from picking up any points. He don't want a DNF, that's for sure. So Wadru, as we say, just outside that top three. So we'll be looking, obviously, to see if he can secure one of those places. I mean, he's not a million miles behind PM either. And with Dan in sixth at the moment, he's in third at the moment. He's going to be the one that Wadru's kind of closest rival here tonight. So they come round these final few corners here, and then where the chicane would normally be, we carry on Great bit of circuit, this one. Nice and almost flat out around there, that first part. And just a little lift into that final corner to take you along the start and finish. Onto lap 2 they go. So we've got medium tyres for Colonel Kearns, Wadru on the medium, softs for Keyball Captain there. DJ on the mediums as we see Silly Shot having a look. He's got a second penalty. DJ's got half a second, so a couple of guys here are going to be having to take those off. Silly Shot on the softs as well. Dan mediums for him, softs for Bennett. Thunder already up to 8th. What a great start from Thunder from the back. He's on the medium tyres. And Sight on mediums, softs for Unforgiven. Nando on the softs in that Scirocco. Brian Montani on the mediums in the Porsche. Keyball Captain then on those soft tyres. Going to be trying to get a pass done on Wadru down here at Worth. Tricky corner this. A little bit of camber as well as you go through, just on entry. You can throw the car sideways if you're not careful. And through campus here, down towards the hairpin, the slowest corner on that circuit now. So Silly Shot's going to take that second penalty off, hasn't he? So Thunder goes past, a few of them go past actually. So Thunder up to 7th now, Silly Shot back down to 8th with Sai behind him in 9th place. Dan into 4th. Small gap between himself and Keyball Captain and Wadru ahead of him. So you again take that final corner flat through there and then over the line to complete lap 3, to start lap 3 I should say. Keyball Captain. And those soft tyres going to have a go. Wadru here, is he? Through turn 2 there. Not a normal passing place, so what about round Renault here and into Repsol? Maybe there is a passing opportunity up here at Repsol. It's not close enough here for a move. So down into Seat perhaps. Again, not close enough for Keyball Captain. Going to have to just stay behind Wadru for now. Maybe get him along that short back straight that we got between Campus and the hairpin. They come through Worth again, up this hill now, then into Campus they go. Colonel Curtin's leading it from Wadru, from Keyball Captain. Then we got Dan and T Bennett all of a sudden looks a little bit interested in 5th place. Looks like he wants to challenge Dan here for that 4th place. He is on the soft tyres, along with Silly Shot, who's behind him in 6th, Thunder in 7th, Forgiven up to 8th now. But it's been a great season, a great championship, this manufacturers. Just a little bit, we had that little lull, didn't we? At the end of the, near the end there, but thankfully it wasn't postponed and we could carry on with some great racing, because we deserve to see the end of this, really. Deserve to see it being completed. Drivers have put a lot of effort and time into doing this, and at the end of the day, it's all about getting the trophies and getting these championships for these drivers. So good to see that we could get it done in the end. See Bennett then still hounding the back of Dan coming through Repsol and into Seat now. It's quite a difficult corner this one. Seat, it's just downhill just as you turn in on the brakes while you're turning. It's always very difficult. Can't, got to be careful through. Worth as well. If you straight line that, you will get a penalty. But DJ falling back down to 9th. What's happened to him? Because Unforgiven's up to... Oh, he had half a second, didn't he, DJ? That's all I can think it probably was. But I haven't said that. Silly Shot had a second and he's still ahead of him. So maybe DJ has had a couple of little moments somewhere. And that penalty, which didn't help. Sight in 10th place. Nando some way back in that Scirocco with Brahman Carney at the back there, and at Rothman's Clayman in 12th place. So front two getting away, or just seen someone dive in. I think it was Keeble captain into pit lane. Was. But these two at the front, Colonel Curtains and Wadru, pulling away from Dan now, who's up to 3rd. But Wadru with the fastest lap now, 1:49.8 on those mediums. So Wadru just starting to get warmed up now through turns 1 and 2, and then through 3 here at Renault. Have a good corner. It just kind of can't quite give it the full beans round there. Otherwise you'll run it wide, but just kind of like a slight lift as your mid corner, and then you can apply the power and give it everything through that long right hander. So into Seat and down the hill now into Worth. Steeper than it looks, this, as you make your way down into the dip at Worth, and then up the other side towards campus. Bennett just pulled over, got half a second there. That's put Silly Shot up to 4th now in that Ferrari. So Silly Shot now also coming back into play, and he did have that second penalty, remember, so he's done well to get himself back up to 4th place. At the moment it's only Keeble captain's been in for the change, so he's done that fairly early, but perhaps he feels like he's got some pace that he can use, so he will do that. Bennett's just dived in, I see. Thunder up to 5th place now, or will be once he goes past Bennett in pit lane. There we go. Now DJ to 6th, so all swapping and changing as the guys start to make their stops. Move here for DJ Shorley on Thunder. No, not quite far enough up there. Didn't quite get his nose far enough into inside for him to make the move. Trying that narrower line though through this long sweeping corner. Renault, and he does get it done. Can he get it stopped? Yeah, like a bit of a block pass there, but gets it done. Nice move in the end from DJ. Just covers Seat with his car just to try and stop Thunder from coming through, but Thunder all over him now. This Thunder's surely not going to have a dive down. No, that would have been a bit ambitious, having going for a move through there. I would have taken them both out of the race for sure. So did the right thing, backed off. Now if he's better through the corner here, although it's too much of a gap there at that point, so he's not going to be close enough for a move down here at the hairpin. But if you can make yourself or get yourself a good exit out of Kamsa, you'll be on for a move. Sliding it through the hairpin there from Thunder. DJ still under pressure from the Merc. Now if Colonel Curtains does happen to clinch the championship, as we see Unforgiven dive in, and Sight, oh no, Sight staying out, so it's just Unforgiven. If he does manage to get the championship, Colonel Curtains, it was more than likely as well that the manufacturers championship will also go to Porsche. But then that's no real surprise, because there's not there's quite a few Porsches on the grid here, and has been for the championship, so there's no surprise that they're going to win the Manufacturers' Cup as well. But for the Driver Cup and the championship itself, we are looking at the incoming champion, it would seem, champion-elect, Colonel Curtains. Pressure was off before we started with PM not being around. I mean, he was in a good position anyway. All he needed to do was finish anyway, even if PM was here. But just made his life a little bit easier, knowing that he really doesn't have to do anything here, anything stupid or anything that might stop him from finishing the race. So just nice and easy drive for him, really, at the end of the day. Colonel Curtains looks like he's still pushing. It does take that pressure off, that's for sure. It's Wadru, there's Dan. So our front three, look at the gap they've got as they all cross the line to start lap 8. And that gap back to Silly Shots in 4th place. There he is in that red Ferrari. He is coming, he seems to be catching them a little bit, but those soft tyres, they're not going to hold out for much longer, I don't think. Especially if he's pushing hard to get onto the back of the front three, so there's just going to be even more wear on those by the time he does get close to him, if he gets close to him. This is the corner that does it. On that left side, that long corner at Renault just goes on and on and on, and the tyres under severe temperature at that point. Closing up at the front though. Wadru, remember, and Dan, actually, so these two are kind of like the closest in the championship in terms of who we got actually racing tonight. Dan runs it a little bit wide. I think he's okay. Oh, he wasn't. No, he just picked up half a second. Wasn't sure. I thought he might be okay, but he just a little bit too much on there as he has a go up the inside of Wadru. The cameraman still brings back. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get it. So what he's trying to do, I think, is Wadru. Is he diving in, Wadru? No, he's not. Or is he? Is he staying to that right-hand side? Yes, he is. Okay, so Dan's not got to worry about trying to get past Wadru or Colonel Curtains, because both and Silly Shot, they're all in, so they're all the top 5 with the exception of Dan are all in pit lane now. Thunder's also up to second. He's decided to stay out on those medium tyres. So Dan with half a second is going around again. Actually, he's looking like his medium tyres. They can't be. Has he been in, I wonder? Do you know what? I think he might have been in, because those tyres look pretty good for someone who's done 9 laps on from the start. Let's have a look at Thunder's on the mediums as well. Yeah, and that's the difference between his tyres and Dan's after 9 laps. So I'm wondering whether Dan might have been in and actually he's on the mediums now to the end, in which case he's in a great place. Didn't see him coming, I'll be honest. I don't think he has, but it's just how he's managed to get his tyres to stay like that, I don't know, but I might have missed it, you know. But to be honest, I didn't see him come in. So Thunder anyway in second place. Brian Moncani there in third. He's also got the same sort of tyre wear as Dan. He's in the same car. So maybe the Porsches are just very good at keeping their tyres around here. Because obviously Thunder being in that Berg, and we know that AMG is notoriously bad on tyres. No, he wasn't in. And Dan's in now. So just good tyre management from him. Thunder's also in. But Brian Marcani, he's going to be diving in as well. So top 3 are in. That's going to put Colonel Curtains, who's going to take the lead of this race. He's on the soft tyres to the end now, with Wadru still chasing him down behind him. So these are going to be your front 2 as they blast their way past pit lane and past the guy sitting in there being serviced. And they are going to be 1 and 2 in the race. There's Dan coming out now, so almost done it, Dan. Here he is, down that right-hand side. So he is in and out relatively quickly, but he's back into the same place that he was in before both Wadru and Colonel Curtains came into pit. So no change really. Probably a little bit further back as well. So may have lost a little bit of time now. Trying that overcut, but it didn't quite work out for him. Said that, he is on those soft tyres. I think they're all on softs now, they are. And he has got slightly newer soft tyres, being that he's done one more lap than the other, so you never know. Has he got enough down to get himself to at least within striking range of the 2 in front of him as he comes out of camps up down to the hairpin left hand up. Use all that inside curb there as it switches from left to right, and then again around this long right hander, and because the chicane's not there, another long right hander there, and again, so it's all right handers, obviously being a clockwise circuit here. Be predominantly right handers around here. Across the line, lap 11, 19 minutes on the clock. Colonel Curtains has now taken that fastest lap off of Wadru as well. He's at 1:48.1. Silly shot, still in 4th. I'm not sure he's going to get much out of that now, much more than that now, I should say. And he has got Bennett all over the back of him in that McLaren. Bennett getting better and better every week as we see him. He was a new arrival for us. I can't remember if he started the championship from round 1 or whether he joined us a little bit later on, but I know he was one of the newer drivers. I think it was a little bit later on, but certainly improved as the season's gone on, and really getting the grips with that McLaren. DJ in 6th place. Keyboard in 7th, and Thunder behind him in 8th place. Everyone's now completed their stops, so everyone's good to go to the end now. Is there a move on here from Thunder at the hairpin? No. Trouble is here, even if Thunder gets past Keyboard Captain, or he's going to get past him now, he's got a second penalty there, Keyboard, but it's not going to be right away around the other side. In fact, I think Keyboard just moved over. Yeah, it's good racecraft there from Keyboard. He almost kind of knew that he was slowing him up a little bit, Keyboard. Maybe he hasn't been in. Oh, yeah, no, he has been in there. He started on the softs, didn't he? But he was the first one in, actually, wasn't he, Keyboard? So that's why his tyres are not looking great. So no, good awareness there from Keyboard to know that he was slowing up Thunder. Now he's let him by. He can try and chase down DJ now for that 6th place. Lovely weather here in Barcelona. as we see them coming down into Seat. Down the hill towards Worth. Go back up and have a look at our leaders and see what's happening. So Colonel Kearns, he's pulling away from Wadru. Wadru went a bit wide there. I think he's okay though. He is in second with Dan in third, so no change up there. We're starting to get a little bit spread out. That top three looks like it could be top three when we get the checkered flag. Silly Shot in fourth still, Bennett in fifth, DJ sixth, Thunder in seventh. So that's 4 there from fourth down to seventh. It's a close little battle between them 4. Then we've got Keyboard, who's got that second penalty now. He's got that off and kind of on his own a bit. Unforgiven, we haven't seen too much of, but he's down there in 9th place. That Jag. Brian Moncarney in 10th. Nando, a wild card, in 11th place in that Scirocco. Normally quite a good car, that Scirocco. That's a GR4 option. Now the GR3, I think, we'll see it, won't we, in race 2, but I believe the equivalent GR3 car is that convertible VW. I don't even know what it's actually called. It's just that one with the convertible car. Pretty sure. So it'll be interesting to see what the aero's like on that when he gets that going in race 2. As we see Sight in the other Jag in 12th place. So just about to start the last minutes of the race now, which does mean that it's going to be the final lap when they cross the line. In fact, some of them may not even get another lap in. Obviously our leaders will, so he's come around that final corner now and approached the line. So certainly one more lap for this lot. Silly Shot will also get another lap in along with Bennett and DJ. And DJ now right up behind Bennett. He's caught up, hasn't he? DJ is lining up a move on Bennett down here at turn 1. And it just falling back a little bit from sight. Covers on the inside. DJ surely not around the outside, but it will work if he can stay there, and he'll be on the inside in that green machine for DJ. There you go, just like that it works. So good move from DJ. Can he hang it out there though? Can he keep it nice and tight to stop Bennett from coming back up the inside? He does. So good battle here as we get the final lap now come up. I'm sure some of the guys, may not all of them, I think maybe just Sight at the back may not have got that next lap in, but good battle here between DJ and Bennett on this final lap. Thunder's there in 7th, Keyboard in 8th, Unforgiven in 9th, Brian in 10th, Nando in 11th, and yeah, Sight didn't get another lap in, so he will finish in 12th place. So coming down towards the end of the lap now, just checking out this battle again between DJ and Bennett. It looks like DJ just pulling away a bit now from Bennett, so I think that battle's kind of over. So we might as well go back to our leader now as he comes through, second to last corner at Europa, and into the final corner to take victory here and possibly the championship as well. He's still got one race to go, but congratulations to Colonel Kearns. Wadru in 2nd place. Dan will get that 3rd. There's your top 3. Sight wasn't that Silly Shot, sorry, wasn't that far off the podium in the end, in 4th place. DJ holds off Bennett to take 5th. Bennett in 6th. Thunder in 7th. Keyboard Captain will get 8th. With Unforgiven in 9th. Being chased down by Brian, who will take 10th. In fact, he didn't. Brian got 9th because Unforgiven had a penalty. That means that they switched places. Nando will get 11th. So Brian Moncani got 9th. Unforgiven got 10th. Nando got 11th. Si coming in last place in 12th. Colonel Curtains with the victory and also the fastest lap, that 1:48.1. So that's your race 1 here at Barcelona de Catalunya. And I will catch you again soon for race 2. See you then, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.